Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your broadcast of your wee loppy music to bring you the grand finals of the ESL Battlerite 3-on-3 Open. For today, we do have the second Early Access Cup in Asia wrapping up right before us. Grand finals are, of course, between ProficiencyHQ, a North American team, and Guardians of Hell playing out of Hong Kong. My name is TJ, my co-caster is Dropbear, and we should be right into it as soon as the two teams have locked in their champion picks.
Looks like we'll be having DNZ as given on the old year Skywind as Rukan, protagonist as the Jade, whereas on the other side, Wind of Bitters picking up Rukan, Maxin on that nice Palmer, and Koishi as the Taya, which we haven't seeing a lot. I think this is the second Taya we've seen in a long time. And we will be playing. I
find her a curious DPS champion. Right, she's so good when you play her right. When she's played fantastically, Taya can absolutely dominate. But so much of the time, you don't nail what you need to do, and she gets caught out alone. She gets focused down, and she gets removed.
Getting everyone to pick their Battlerite as we try and avoid the glitches on the screen. Nope, everyone's picked their Battlerite. So we've got Stand Tomb, Wicked Strike, Cheap Shot versus Wicked Strike, Spectre again, not Double Wolves, and Cyclone as we get into round one.
There's a little bit of damage going out from Skywind as he actually, never mind, misses that opening. Shadow Bolt. Skywind not satisfied though. He's going to keep trying. There's the Wicked Claw of the Wicked already reaching out, doing a little bit of chip damage onto Hasgive, but of course the heals will come through almost instantaneously. The Wind Bomb might have set up for something. Oh, but that root, that sets it up for a lot of damage onto Wind of Bitter, instantly healed out by Maxon, doing a great job as this Plumber. We talked about it earlier. He's such a fantastic healer, and he's not stopping now as he continues to just keep his entire team alive. There's the Chronoflux temporarily. Might have been an issue for that healer, but he's able to work through it, and now the damage is truly coming out from Guardians in the Hell as they begin their aggression.
It's actually starting to end up with the ProficiencyHQ taking a little bit too much damage as their max HP falls down. Jade has to leap out as she's pushed into a corner, has to materialize out, but that won't be enough. Just smashed into the corner and will die. As we have double ultimate on the Rukans, Rukan versus Rukan, Silence. Orb is taken by the Koishi Boomerang, and then suddenly this is looking very, very sketchy for the team from America, as DNZ has given an old year, just has to fade with time out of everywhere. No, that'll be it.
ESL Battlerite 2, Asia Strikes Back.
We did have the Americans win last time in the 2v2. That was only DNZ as given and Skywind as playing with as Skywing. So we didn't have the protagonist Jade, surprisingly. But that 200 ping must be rough.
Well, they aren't good enough players that it will definitely be something they can overcome, and it is quite nice to see, nice of talent from the Asian side, definitely stacking up to beat some of the best players in North America, which is a very, very good region right now. Of course, Asia is famously good at MOBAs, so hopefully that little machine of esports talent doesn't get going here, otherwise we'll never see another North American or European champion again.
Oh, don't worry, the Koreans will be coming back as we go back into round 2. Wolf takes the orb as the snipe will hit onto the Kyoshi. Gotta look out.
Nice damage out of Wind as he begins to really get in there. He's going to be driven back. There's the Shadow Bolt in return, and there needs to be falling back. No, Shadow Bolt, long range. Wind, he's actually doing a great job just managing to stay with his healer, which still is Maxon, still nailing everything he could possibly need to nail. Absolutely dominating in the healing game. And Wind, the whole time, he's just taking advantage of it, not committing too much, landing his claws, landing a bit of damage off the Shadow Bolts, and they don't have the amount of healing necessary to answer back. On the other side, the time travel is available should it be needed.
Time travel will hit on the Palmer, and that's exactly what they need to do. 2 grabs will just almost take her down to half health. Has to zip away, but then it grabbed again and she is on that. Oh no, back to 2 pips after taking the health orbs, and Rukan instead will be taking all that damage from the ultimate. Misses almost entirely from the Jade, hits only onto the Polymer having to other side away. Tornado will bounce out to the Rukan. Rukan stunned on 1 HP, nope, back to 13. What's up the kiss? Very good usage there by the Jade, but unfortunately having boomerangs against you is probably not a good idea. It will be DNZ as given versus 2, and I don't think an Aldia can face in a 1v2 very well.
Will be Hansgive falling back, bit of chip damage coming through, but there's the backline dive and there's tons of damage coming through. Hansgive will be slain. Now that'll be 2-0 in favour of the team from Hong Kong, the Guardians of Hell.
771 healing done by the Polymer that round, most healing done on the teams. 776 done by the DNZ as given, but he did do even more damage, so... Oh geez, he's actually done more damage than Skywind and of versus Protagonist, who did 656. As we get back into round 3.
Hansgiv's Ulder is truly terrifying. We've seen it in a couple PRL tournaments. It can be absolutely game-changing already. A nice claw of the wicked out of Skywind did a decent amount of damage. Shadow Bolt traded evenly back and forth, but of course the healing is definitely very powerful by maxing over on this Paloma, so I wouldn't say that it was even at all. Will be the consume. I will eat the first Shadow Bolt. It will be answered back Time Bender, eating the second, and it will be a trade back and forth now as these mirror matchups continue to have a nice use of the wind strike to blow away a very aggressive big guy. There are the boomerangs flying through the X strike, doing decent damage. Skywind now in the backlines trying to do something, anything, but the Spirit Rip, that's great timing. That will cause panic and blow away the opposition. Explosive shells flying out. Windabator will be eating that alive. There's the Corona Flux to try and drive back the healing for the time being, but the double stun off the back of the snipe will do that anyway, so it's just a matter of the damage coming through. There's the time travel on the Jade Protagonist backline, able to get 1 stun, but Windabator, he's quite capable of driving away Maxon though. Their healer's already fallen, so maybe, just maybe, this is the round in favour of the blue side. The Americans in charge now as they do manage to secure the orb and should be hunting down this poor lone Rukan anytime now.
We have Rukan and Taya on extremely low HP without that healer, but does manage to jump onto Jade, who was also on low HP, but now it is... Okay, that was just a straight M2 click, mouse right click to destroy. Surprise will probably be that ultimate doesn't really work that well.
I think that Taya just put all of his damage right back into him. He emptied like 3 boomerangs directly into a Chrono Flux, and it all flew right back at him and did significant damage onto himself. Not really sure why he thought that was a good idea. The Tornado will be able to keep him alive. The Brave form is available though, and you cannot be enjoying that. 4 HP, now none, as it will be now 1 point to the good for Proficiency HQ. Able to strike back and work towards an even scoreline 1-2 in favour of Guardians from Hell.
Skywind just managing to work out how to counter all of this damage. Is get Polymer down to as low HP as possible. Skywind was constantly trying to push on top of her and managed to get it at the last few seconds during that match.
Skywind was trying to push on top of her, right?
Oh boy.
Didn't realise we were talking about American politics again. Will be the damage coming out maybe from Skywind as he continues to throw out the Shadow Bolt. Hansgive will be providing the backline heals necessary. Consume available. There's the close range melee finally coming through. And look at Protagonist, he's already at half HP. The Claw of the Wicked miss, but it doesn't matter because the Wind Strike does not, and that sets it up for a very nice close range strike from Wind of the Bitter as he continues to chip away. He will need to fall back now, and he'll be able to eat most of the damage coming out of Skywind, not able to reflect it in time, but it doesn't matter because he's got the healing out of Maxim, just keeping him alive the whole time. Other side protecting, great timing against Skywind's damage. The ultimate is now available. Wraith form should be flying out, and yes, there it is. But it won't be enough because you can take damage through that. You can take significant damage through that, and that's exactly what's happening.
Palmer on very low HP, gets the sniped off, has to dodge away, but the perfect perfect prediction from DNZ has given with that Sand of Time ultimate, and that will be the round in favor of the Americans. We are 2-2 into this match.
Tied up now, Guardians of Hell representing their region in the grand finals of the Battlerite 3v3 Open for Asia. Of course, out of Hong Kong, they'll be going up against the Americans, riding in fresh off a defeat in the finals of the PRL tournament earlier tonight, their time. They will be trying to kind of earn something back. Right, and so far, I can't say it's gone too well for them.
This has been a really even matchup, actually. Be quite interesting to see how we get the response from the boys from Hong Kong. Guardians of Hell really need to work out how to focus this opposition DNZ has given, maybe.
There's the Shadow Bolt Skywind following up with a Claw of the Wicked, trying to make something happen, but he's actually going to be pulled in before he can land the 180. Shadow Bolt, and actually the focus now is coming really strong. Look at the HP on Skywind as he's chased out, and it will be actually a Claw of the Wicked to pull in his opposition, but I don't believe that was a smart plan at all, because his opposition is quite happy to be as close as possible. Now, yet again, he pulls in Wind a Bitter, and Wind a Bitter says, alright, mate, I'm fine being this close. Other side will allow him to dodge most of the damage at close range, teleporting behind his opposition time and time again. Skywind, he just can't get a lucky break. There's the stun coming through. Skywind, so very low on HP, will have to teleport out. Maybe that Spirit Guide will be the final bit of damage necessary.
Maxon has been really on point this round with his positioning, being, well, except for that last snipe, just being able to stay out of the range of the Jade and DNZ has given. And Skywind's just been absolutely hammered with Winds of Bitter on the Rukan mirror match, being able to just deal that much more damage.
The consume available for Wind a Bitter. He's going to be driven back. There was the damage truly begins to rain in, and now Wind a Bitter, he's about even with Skywind, his counterpart on the other side. It will be Protagonist naturally eating significant damage as he goes ahead and peeks out in the centre of everything. And it will be the quicksand missing. There's the ultimate, the time travel flying through, but it will be completely missed. There's the Ancestral Spirit, and both Wraithborn flying out at the same time. Skywind is the first recon to pull, but the route might mean that Wind a Bitter is right, answering them. The other side though, that dodges the explosive shells. Great timing by that Plema of Maxon, and that allows them to focus in on this final older player. So far, so good for him though, as he is actually managing the 1-on-3 quite nicely, and there's the time travel available. If he can land a clutch stun, maybe, just maybe he can make it work. He isn't able to multitask all three, then the other side will keep the lowest HP member of that team alive as the kill will come through. 3-2, now in favour of the team out of Hong Kong, Guardians of Hell.
Maxon definitely deserving that MPV, managing to do massive heals. Not only that, but his positioning during that round was perfect, like pixel perfect. Only managing to take that little bit of damage. As we go into round 6, no more Battlerite up for picks. They are at full power.
There's the 360 against Skywind, absolutely having a great time with that as he goes very aggressively yet again. He's going to take a decent amount of damage. He needs to find a way to play with his team. Oh, and a nice pull of that Jade. That opens up for damage with a stun follow-up as the snipe is very quickly turned onto him. Wind a Bitter perhaps biting up a bit more than he can chew, and the damage coming through from behind this Chronoflux is absolutely key as Protagonist rains in shot after shot, revolver, snipe, and disabling shot alike. It's just so much damage and material temporarily granted. He's now going to be sitting inside of this Chronoflux and just having the time of his life as he rains out shot after shot. It will be the orb going to the blue side. Nice snipe from Skywind around the side of this battle, although he's actually almost paying for it with his life as he takes a decent amount of damage before he's able to escape. But his counterpart, Wind a Bitter, is by far in a worse situation.
Oh geez, ultimate onto ultimate as we have the two Rukans fighting against each other. We got the time travel back on the Skywind Rukan to make sure he doesn't take that much damage, and we are back to a stalemate as it looks like Skywind on the ProficiencyHQ side will have slightly more health than the other one. Oh, good grab, but isn't probably the best shot, and suddenly Taya on the other side is not in the correct position and is taking so much damage from Jade.
There is a lot of damage flying through, but it is only the Rukon. It is only Winterbitter. Their team can survive, but no, now it's all down to the Paloma, and he doesn't have ulti. His enemies do. This should be fairly quick work. The Spirit Wolf will fly out the other side, temporarily providing protection, but now he's in the middle of a 1-on-3. I'm not sure what he hoped to provide, or what he hoped to achieve via that, and there's 2 materials coming through. As the kill is guaranteed. 3-3 tied up yet again as we continue in this grand finals.
This is remarkably close. 3-3 in the 7th round now. Just going straight back into it. No Battlerite to pick.
Leaping on out. Oh, the 360s! Skywind! Time after time. Ready to go, and the memes are true this time, but they're feeding right into the consumer Winterbitter, meaning that his next Shadow Bolt will be more powerful, but he's actually failed by another 360. There's the pulling in, though. Landing what he needs to. The Claw of the Wicked will do significant damage. He's going to be silenced, though, by a great disabling shot, but Protagonist taking an awful lot of HP damage in the front line as it continues to come through. I'm loving this tail play. The double material will provide him temporary reprieve, but there's Winterbitter in the back lines, able to slay that Jade. Protagonist now able to group up with his teammate. They will be looking for the kill on the Skywind, I do believe. Actually, no, they've got the time bending. Older already kind of vulnerable. There's the Claw of the Wicked, though, onto Skywind. He's going to be back temporarily, and the heals are only coming in from Koshi and Ko.
Great play here by the boys from Hong Kong. Good ultimate by double ultimate, but then again, you've got that, still got DNZ managing to get all these good sand bubbles, meaning that all their attacks just go straight back at them, and you can just fight right through them when you're on your side. Unfortunately, it didn't help that much, as we do see Winds of Bitter, Maxon and Koshi as Guardians of Hell pick up that next round and are on match point.
1 point away from going up 1-0 in the grand finals, and they just need to destroy the cocky Americans with the 316 Skywind, looking for something, anything to go in. The Claw of the Wicked will miss, and there's the shot. Consume instantly. It's not great timing on that. Great read, great reactions. There it is, time and time again, though. They're going to trade damage evenly. Of course, the heals are not available for Skywind because of the positioning he's chosen. Taya, meanwhile, actually taking a frying. There's the snipe coming in for the stun, but Consume will eat it all. The stun will finally land, and the quicksand follow provides some root. That's a lot of damage going through onto Winds of Bitter, but by contrast, you can see Skywind at similar, if not lower HP, as the Chronoflux has completely failed to protect his team. There is, yes, another Claw of the Wicked. Protagonist pulled in. He was the first of all last time. The junk shot is not nearly enough to provide the zoning, and it's a 1-on-3 as he's just slaughtered. The immaterial will allow him to escape around the corner, but only for the time being, as the other side rolls through. The snipe won't land onto anything, and Protagonist is still very much the target. Skywind in the backlines to try and provide some protection, some distraction at the very least, but the quicksand isn't enough to stop this Taya from hunting down. Meanwhile, there is the ultimate coming out from Skywind. He goes ahead and pops that Wraith form, but his counterpart is already leading on into it. That is a lot of damage, but Winds of Bitter being driven back despite the Wraith form. It's just not enough. Protagonist likewise has managed to stay alive. There's the stun, though, as he's blown into the wall and followed up with a brilliant X strike. Skywind needs to guarantee this kill to Maxim in order to give them even a hope in this series, but instead he's diving in. He's trying to finish off Winds of Bitter, and of course that's very, very hard to do because the heals the whole time are coming through from Maxim. Now they're trying to secure orb. They aren't able to do so. Skywind actually able to snag it at the last moment. The other side will allow Winds of Bitter to escape around the corner. The Consume is not nearly good enough. There's the ultimate damage as the Companion does fly through. The Companion call is more than enough, and the double boomerang follow-up will guarantee the kill for Koshi.
That will be game 1 in favor of the boys from Hong Kong, Guardians from Hell. Of Hell. There will be a match 2 right after this very, very short break. I think... What do we say now for Proficiency HQ? Do they need to switch up the heroes? Do they need to... What do they need to do to get back into this game?
I think Proficiency HQ have the skill. They just need to start taking this match seriously, and I do think that first map will be a wake-up call. That's
a bit of a... not taking it seriously, you say? Well, we'll be... Whoop. We're going to be right back into it as I invite my co-caster. I don't even think we need to jump straight to a break. I think we're going to go straight to game 2.
Hang on, I need to do something very, very quick. Here we go. Yeah, they're still sorting out the map, so I can do this. Just for that one guy in Twitch chat. What the fuck did you say about me, little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you.
Oh my
I can't do it. I will wipe you out with precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on Earth. Mark my words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out your pathetic little thing you call your life. You're dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, but that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable little ass off the face of the continent. If only you had known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down on you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue, but you couldn't. You didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shed fury all over it, and you will drown, and you're fucking dead.
I preferred this Kermit the Frog version, but oh well.
That was the best I could do. I'm sorry.
Nope, that's all good. As we get back underway with game. Oh, nope, never mind. Someone's unreadied on the other side, so we'll just have to be waiting. We will be on Blackstone Arena Day.
Yeah, no, I do, like, I in all seriousness, I do appreciate that, like, especially for the Asia Cup, we probably do have more non-native speakers watching, so I will do my very best to slow down so that I am more understandable at the best of times.
Yeah, we do welcome everyone here to watch here at Battlerite, but this is the ESL Asia finals, where we have Team America versus Team Hong Kong. We will be waiting on Winds of Bitter to ready up.
Fuck yeah. Sorry.
I have to go for the Asians here, boys, because I'm from Australia, and as we all know,
I don't have a horse in this race. You can do it. I don't have a horse in this race. I don't care who wins.
I can totally have a horse, like, even though, like...
Well, yeah, you can. You can. I mean, no, you can't because you're poor, but you can have a horse in this race. You can want a team to win. I personally don't.
Hey, who has the grand final? Who has a complete and utter public holiday for horse racing? It's us. Australia has horse racing as a public holiday.
What did you just say about me, you little... Sorry.
No.
All right, hang on. I'm a little bit trigger happy right now. I'm a little bit on edge.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? Okay, yeah, let's not do that.
You're not... Oh, I was hoping for the full thing, but alright, fine. If anyone wants to go ahead and Twitch clip me reading that, I will tweet it out and be really happy about it. So please, go ahead and get into it. But speaking of getting into things, we are into Game 2 between, of course, ProficiencyHQ. Over on the left-hand side, they're currently down 1-0 in the series as their opponents, Guardians of Hell, took that first map by only 1 point. No lineup changes except for that Jumong instead of Jade out of protagonist, and I do have to agree with that choice.
Yes, I think Jade was definitely a very weak choice, especially considering how shall we say it, squishy she is right now. Protagonist with the Jumong does have a lot more dodges, a lot more ways to get out of the area, and as we see Skywind stuck in the floor with his invisible courier, invisible mount, we will have round 1 underway. Jeez. Please fix.
The chip damage potentially coming out of Skywind if he can land the necessary damage, but he's just going to sit back, and there's the 360s yet again flying through. Him and protagonist will be playing at range as they continue to chip away. Now it's consumed by Wind of Bitter to go ahead and meet the damage necessary. There's the orb, guaranteed by Skywind and protagonist. They will be able to get a little bit more HP, and of course EX to their favour as they do begin this chip damage. There is the quicksand. That is exactly what we need.
a little bit of chip damage taking down Winds of Bitter's max HP, but is still even Stevens, 9% to 80%. Orb will be taken by the red side. The Guardians of Hell will be a good grab onto DNZ, getting a few more damage onto that, but it will most likely be re-healed up. Very odd position for that Chronoflux bubble, as we see Protagonist suddenly out of ways to get out of the area, and suddenly just melts down into butter.
I like butter, but personally I've got to go with the vegan option, margarine, because that's the consistency of this team right now, as they're just sliced and diced apart with a low-fat dairy substance definitely leaking out of them as Skywind begins to fall. There's the Ancestral Spirit to provide the healing and damage necessary, and the triple kill will be in effect, and that's 1-0 now in favour of Guardians of Hell.
Guardians of Hell just need to win this game in order to win the whole tournament. We need to see our good Proficiency HQ boys maybe tidying themselves a little bit up. Wait, what's the secret here? Is Protagonist did melt very, very fast during that? Was it just positioning issues from there? Oh, jeez.
Protagonist has very little HP over on this Jumong, but one of the things he does have is a lot of mobility. He doesn't really need the sustain, because a good Jumong can just constantly be mobile, can never be hit, because he's just moving consistently and constantly, and that should be what he's aiming to do here.
As we've got Skywind versus Wind of Bitter doing the mirror matchup, trying to attack each other on the Rukan orb taken. Protagonist managing to dodge that second Hellbolt, as we get a grab onto Doom on Protagonist. Protagonist is starting to get all that damage dealt to him from Wind of Bitter, but Wind of Bitter has to look out. He's rooted, and he is absolutely destroyed. One root can absolutely wreck you in this 3v3 game.
And there actually is the Ancestral Spirit. That could be the turnaround, though, if Koshi and Mike can play together right here. That is huge, because they absolutely can still win this, but Max needs to provide the healing necessary. The DPS out of Koshi needs to come in right now, and he's actually being pulled in, and Slime the Tornado will allow him to escape for the time being, but Max needs to start being the target for the other side, and indeed, he definitely is being. There's another Ancestral Spirit. The healing will come through out of that to keep him alive for a moment longer. There is a nice use of Spirit Guide to go in and escape, but he will still be slain, and that will be a very, very low HP few opponents, but I don't believe Koshi will be able to capitalise on any of it, as he does manage to actually guarantee one kill, to eat my words, but it will be a lot of quicksand flying over the wall. This is actually entirely possible. He needs to guarantee a couple one-on-ones. If he can do that, if he can land the damage and the stuns, it is something that he could do, but it's not looking that way so far, as another quicksand flies through the root. Will time and place long enough for that steady shot to end him.
Really need to get that healing as Tanya, unfortunately, but when your healer's dead, there's not much you can do about that. We will be going to round 3 as we have a look at the Battlerite. Maxon's still going with that classic Pixie Dust, Direwolf, Spectre, Wicked Strike, Leech Blade. There's actually been a little bit of change, so Wind of Bitter and Skywind are doing different builds, surprisingly. So let's see how that helps them out as we go into round 3.
Skywind still nailing those 360s, of course. There he is, time and time again. Going for that shot, won't quite work. There's the Claw on the Wicked, actually pulling in his opposition, his mirror matchup. And it will definitely work in his favour for the time being, as he does manage to get a little bit more HP towards his favour. Wind of Bitter will fall back. He does have the Seeker's Mark active on him. That would mean an incapacitate if it could land, but it won't, and instead it's a 3-man focus, and Protagonist is definitely the target. There's one Petrify off the back of the Stone Glass to go ahead and guarantee that Rukan won't be a factor for the time being, but you look at Protagonist with only 87 HP, Skywind and Hasgit with only 130 and 120 respectively, and this is working out fantastically for Guardians of Hell.
Everyone on the side of Proficiency has their max HP getting lower and lower. Protagonist really needs to watch out. One stun on him and he is dead as a door now. A good push by Konichi, jumped right back up by Skywind. Tornadoes out. It's basically trying to get the focus. Double ultimate sprung out. Everyone starts popping their ultimate. It looks like
the time travel.
Yep.
Great other side. There was a time travel coming in, but the stun didn't land thanks to a great timing on the other side from Maxon, who's just never caught off guard, and now Protagonist, he's overextended as a result of it. He's out in the open, and he is slain. Older over on Hasgive will be the last one alive. He'll accept defeat and fall very slowly. Guardians of Hell now 2-1 in their favour.
Maxim with the MPV yet again. Brilliant healing, but I do want to focus on Kishi for a little bit, because most damage that round, and definitely all that positioning, managing to do great cyclones to push them away. I remember a great cyclone during the middle of that in the upper left, in the upper middle, which pushed pretty much the entire team of ProficiencyHQ right into the walls. So
Hasgive and Co, they are theoretically the higher ranked team, and I can tell you, as somebody that casts them consistently in North America, if they lose this, I'm never going to let it go. I am never, ever going to let it go. I will remind them of it every time I cast them, and I'm in a lobby with them. It'll be 3 years later, Battlerite will be a major esport, we'll be at LAN for the Battlerite World Championship Series, and I'll walk up behind Skywind and say, hey, remember when you lost to that Asian team?
Oh, maybe this Asian team could go to that and be one of the major sports. Remember,
now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh boy. Hey, once our Korean overlords begin, they will have our backs and our souls. As we see a route onto the Taya, trying to get a good angle onto attacking DZ as given. Already we got the mount up and ultimate going on. Jumong, that's not where you want to be, protagonist. That is not where you want to be, protagonist. A good sand bubble, good chrono flux to stop all that damage from melting down the protag.
Protagonist saviour right there, you called it out, was Hasgive. It will be Orb able to be grabbed by the red side as they continue their dominance this round too. They do have this slight lead in terms of total HP pool, although that is narrowing there. Could potentially be a backline dive, because we do have ultimate available over on Hasgive. If he decided to go in, pop it, drop the time travel, it could be huge, but instead we do need to see concerted effort. I think they're not going to go for a snipe, because there's nobody low enough on HP for the other side to do so, and that's definitely not going to start happening if they don't go ahead and get center control. And that's one of the things that's really kind of upsetting me about ProficiencyHQ. They're just playing back, they're not going for that center control, and it's absolutely costing them. Now low HP other side over on Maxim, or sorry, Koshi will allow him to escape. Maxim providing what's necessary. There's the ultimate pop. The companion call could be huge, but he actually doesn't do anything with it. I wonder why that was. Skywin trying to follow through, trying to find the healing, will ease a little bit of damage, and the other side does protect him for the time being, but he's getting very, very, very close. There's the Ancestral Spirit flying on out. Lots of damage onto Skywind as he continues to fall, but it will be Wind of Bitter with just slivers of HP able to escape around the corner. Skywind similarly low, but he has his whole team around him, and Koshi needs to start answering back with the DPS of his own, and he just cannot find the space to do it just yet.
As the circle of death goes around all three people, we got an ultimate, but is consumed completely by Wind of Bitter. The protagonist ultimate. Protagonist, you are in very serious danger.
He's doing such a good job at staying alive, though. He's able to land the incapacitate off the back of the prowl. That could be huge, but the Ancestral Spirit, that does so much damage. Skywind falls, Hasgive stunned by the X-Strike and slain.
It will be 3-1 in favor of Guardians of Hell.
I understand it.
That was a pretty hectic round. This can't be right. 1,493 healing. 894 just from the Soul Ball. So over.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Almost hit 2,000 on the score with the damage.
Oh my god.
Well, Wind of Bitter and Koshi were going really low during that round. Maxon managing to heal perfectly. I don't think whoever said Polymer was C tier or trash tier in their tier list, they are wrong.
I mean, I said at the beginning of this, I've never seen a Paloma played so effectively in 3s or 2s. and that was 2 games ago, and it's been proven right time and time again. Maxim is just blowing my mind time and time again. So impressive to just see him playing at this level and multitasking so fantastically well. I, for one, welcome my new Asian overlords.
As he has the other side away. It did take a little bit of damage, and Skywind knows who to focus on, but that's a good tornado to avoid all that damage. Hastes away, runs away. Good ultimate now on the side, trying to grab Protagonist. Protagonist will fall down to a combined attack from Koichi and the Rukan. Now we have a Taya ultimate trying to push Skywind away, trying to get him as low. Chronoflux Bubble trying to attack back at the damage. Maxin takes the ultimate orb before walking back into this battle. And then it is, again, DNZ has given, left alone, and will be slain by Winds of Bitter on the Rukan. We are at complete tournament point here.
Point is all that's necessary. If it can be picked up by Guardians of Hell, they will be just inches away. Well, they are currently just inches away from victory in the tournament, defeating the challengers, the usurpers in their region, saying, "No, America, this is our region," and there's Skywind looking to be the capitalist masters that we always expect out of the United States of awesome, and they continue playing very aggressively here.
As we're waiting for this, actually I believe middle orb somewhere, but it's not, it just respawned. The lighting around the circle has been glitching out now, as we see mostly even healing, no real max HP loss, as Material Protagonist has to dodge out. Good leap in by Winds of Bitter, has to re-Oz in, has to be tornadoed out, taking a lot of damage from that leap in, and no damage really taken by the boys from America. That's a quite interesting move there.
Well, they are actually all healed up pretty much though, and actually a slight HP advantage was temporarily in the favour of the red side, and now there's the Ancestral Spirit pop that will do significant healing. Winds of Bitter and Go all being healed up. Koshi just getting the benefit of maximum healing from Max, and there's actually Orb Snaps, but still sniped over by the red side. Great play by Guardians of Hell, and they're not letting the pressure get to them. They're playing very, very well. They're continuing this consistent pressure, but they cannot overextend. Now they need to play defensively. They need to hold on, and the consume is now available from Winds of Bitter. There's the ultimate, there's the Dragon Flare flying out. Maximo is definitely the primary target, and once again that is the correct call. There's the right form coming out. The consume will eat a lot of the opening damage. There's the time travel already flying through. Nothing will come of it though, and the companion call answers back from Taya. That's a lot of boomerang damage theoretically coming out, and Protagonist unable to land too much damage onto the companion called Taya. Will be a nice hand of the wicket over the top, and Skywind is winning his mirror matchup versus Winds of Bitter down in the fight. The Ancestral Spirit is popped, and that's a lot of damage theoretically on a Hasgive. If it lands, never mind, the orb will be the only benefit of it, as it is sniped by the red side over on Guardians of Hell as they continue to lock down the centre of this map. They are now just about even in terms of HP, actually 45% now in favour, and I don't really like how the damage is being traded here, because it's not significantly in anyone's favour, and nobody can walk away claiming victory in any of these skirmishes. The poke is just about even, the healing is just about even, and the other side will dodge that Dragon Slayer.
We are getting into very, very close. Sudden Death, Circle of Death has come. Double ultimate in, and that will be the blue player Rukan going down. That is the first player down for America. We need to see... Jumong.
Protagonist should be quickly behind, and he is. There's the kill coming out from Winds of Bitter. I think we'll be able to wrap it up. There it is. 5-1 in favour of Guardians of Hell. The Asians reclaim the Asian ESL Cup, as we do see ProficiencyHQ fall to their challengers in the grand finals of the second Battlerite 3v3 Open Early Access Cup for Asia.
Just that protection, average total 470 Soul Bolt health healing. Then you got 249 Spirit Link healing. That's just insane. Her average is over 1,000 on the score on Maximum Polymer. That is really great. Any other... I'd
just like to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. If you're dropping off now, it is worth mentioning that in just over 4 hours, we will have the EU Go For... What's the Go For Battlerite ESL Cup for a $100 prize pool for the European scene in just over 4 hours. If you would like to stay tuned, it will be broadcast on this very channel, Battlerite, R-I-G-H-T. You can of course always go to battleright.win for an up-to-date calendar of all events and some very insightful articles written by Dropbear primarily. Of course, that was Dropbear doing all the smart talking and me doing all the stupid talking. My name is TJ. And it was great to cast and watch the Asian scene. Hopefully I can get to do a bit more of it.
It's always great to have you here, TJ. My name's been Dropbear, this is TJ, and we will be out. We'll see you in 4 hours for Go For Battlerite, the €1,250 championship. Right in 4 hours. Stay tuned.
Yeah.